Hey everybody, Travis from Intelligent Choice here. So, lately I've been hearing this a lot is that I want to get into this AI stuff, but I don't really know where to start, and honestly, that's totally fair. This world can feel either way too technical or like it's already miles ahead of you. So, today I want to take a bit of a step back and not talk about how to build a agentic system, because we covered that in the last video and you should definitely check that out, but to show you how this actually looks like in the real world, because once you start spotting those patterns, it becomes way easier to sort of see where it all fits in, whether that's in your work, your team space, or perhaps in your next big idea. So here's the thing, is that you don't need 20 agents doing 20 different things. Most useful systems boil down to just a few core types, and once you get these, you'll start seeing them pop up everywhere. So first is the chat agents. So these are your frontliners, answering questions, guiding users, and handling quick requests. Think chatbots, help desks, and just simple guided flows. Then we have inside agents. So think of them like your research assistants, pulling in data, spotting patterns, and surfacing insights that actually really matter and really good context. And next you've got content agents, so your writers. These are the guys where you give them some data, some insights, and they'll turn it into reports, blog posts, summaries, really whatever you need for the context of the question that you've got. And finally, workflow agents. These guys are the glue that keeps it all together, making sure everything flows smoothly. They connect the dots, route tasks, escalate when needed, and make sure that the right agent does the right job. So you put these together in the right way, and you've got a smart agentic system that just works for every single case. So where do these chat agents actually show up? So perhaps in retail you might have a product recommender chatbot that's helping shoppers pick out the right size or style bundle they like. In finance, a chatbot that can explain policies to staff or customers to eliminate back and forth emailing. In healthcare, it's a patient intake assistant that collects symptoms and helps do triage next steps. For perhaps education, a student support agent that answers frequently asked questions and helps with scheduling. And perhaps internal or software as a service companies, you've got a chatbot that guides new hires through onboarding or IT requests. The whole point of these is that these agents are able to make interactions simple and contextual. So inside agents are like your in-house research team. So for retailers, they could use them to watch their competitors and monitor customer sentiment, whereas in finance, you could track regulatory updates and highlight what's really relevant there. In healthcare, you use them to summarize the latest research papers for their staff, whereas in education they can use it to scan feedback and performance on the students in the in-house teaching teams, whereas internal ops teams can use them to keep tabs on customer satisfaction and support trends. The key here is to cut through the noise and deliver a signal that you can actually act on. So my personal favourite, content agents, which handle the writing load. So retailers use them to whip up product descriptions from specs or reviews. Finance teams draft investor updates or internal reports. Healthcare operators can generate patient summaries and prep notes, all done super quickly and consistently. Educators can create lesson plans, quizzes and summaries, while internal teams can create onboarding documents and release notes for new products. So the whole point here is they help you scale content without losing quality or accuracy. And last but not least, the workflow agents behind the scenes. So retail workflows automatically hand off customer issues from chatbots to support teams or managers. In finance, they route documents to the right departments and escalate urgent issues to managers. In healthcare, we use them to triage patients, assign the correct specialists, and make sure we schedule upcoming appointments. In education, you can use them to automate grading and also flag responses for human review, and internal ops can use them to support tickets and notify teams about bugs, but also trigger onboarding flows for new employees. Where really what they are is the glue that holds all the individual agents together and turns them into what I'd describe as a smooth, intelligent system. Right, so hopefully this clears up a bit of the noise for you all. The real power of AI agents is that they're not some magic all-in-one bot, it's that they're simple roles working together. And the best part is that you don't need to be a coder to get started. You just need to understand what job each piece plays in the puzzle and how to connect them all together to solve real problems. And if perhaps this has sparked some ideas for you, please reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'd love to hear about them and discuss them. And if you're enjoying the series, a like or share would be great to get the word out. So until then, I'll catch you in the next one.